Guys, what's up? In this video, we need to quickly talk about Diontae Johnson and how I'm a little bit nervous about him moving forward for the rest of the season. Now, most of you guys probably already passed your trade deadline, so there's not really much you could do at this point. Um, Aside from dropping dudes and picking up guys from the waiver wire, there's not really too many moves you make. But for the people who might still have their trade deadline ahead of them, I think you should consider trying to trade Deontay Johnson. I don't know what you could get for him at this point. He's now had 3 weeks in a row of very subpar, numbers. In half PPR, he had 4 catches for 50 yards, so 7 fantasy points. Not the worst. I mean, you could do way worse than that, but there's some concerning things around Deontay Johnson, in my opinion, that I would try to move off of him, even if it's a lateral or even a move in which you might lose it. It's a net negative on your end. I think having him off your roster, you don't have to make that decision. You don't have to be forced to start him because of kind of, I wouldn't even say where his ceiling is because Deontay Johnson's never really been a ceiling play. Um, I guess because of where his floor used to be, or where his perceived floor was. So let me talk about the main points of why I'm a little bit concerned. All right, so they fire Matt Canada. They bring in a new vibe to the locker room. Everybody's a little bit more excited. Everybody's hyped about this. The potential for this new offense, and it results in one of the Steelers' better offensive games actually. Now, it was against the lowly Cincinnati Bengals, right? And when I say lowly, I really do mean lowly. I mean, they just lost their quarterback for the season. I don't imagine they're playing the most inspired football at the moment. But despite that, they still squeak out a very minuscule win. I think what did they win, like 17-10 or something like that? 2010 something. Uh yeah, not inspiring, right? And on top of that, there are two moments in the game that have me a little bit concerned, considering the fact that Mike Tomlin is like a, don't mess around, do your job type of coach. Respect the coaches, respect what's being asked of you. At least that's like what that's what the industry kind of tells us about Mike Tomlin. And there are two moments. I might post it here, side by side while I'm talking. The two videos I'm talking about. So the first one, um, Deontay Johnson basically is making a very half-assed block. Like the effort on his block is very low to begin with because it's a run play. Jalen Warren then fumbles the ball, and the ball like bounces right in front of Deontay. Now, the debate is this: does Deontay Johnson see the ball get fumbled and choose to not put in any effort and just turn around and walk toward the sideline while the defender he was supposed to block just picks up the fumble, or maybe a player next to him, and then starts running toward Deontay Johnson's way, and he just lets them return the fumble. So it's a very low effort play, very bad look, especially when you isolate the play and you see just his lack of effort around the block, his lack of effort after the fumble. It's the type of play that just like angers a fan base, right? It angers a fan base. It'll sure as shit anger a coaching staff. So that's number one. Number two, there's a play where he catches like a behind the scrimmage catch, and instead of just like running forward for a couple yards, like literally runs backwards. And I'm not talking like, oh, look, maybe he was trying to make a lateral, trying to go back a bit so that he can go around. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I guess he goes a little bit laterally, but it just seems like he runs straight back, gets tackled, and it's like Deontay Johnson's one of my favorite players, dude. As a route runner, he's so fucking good, dude. He can get open. He's a phenomenal route runner. He's fast. He's shifty. Everything you want in a receiver. He's got my hands, right? Obviously not that bad. But he's got drop issues. He dropped a touchdown in this last game. Now, some may argue it was a touchdown. Yes, he didn't survive the catch. He didn't survive the floor. But you could also make the argument that it was the contact that led to the fumble. But he had already established himself as a runner in the end zone. So I don't know. But those are two moments. They have me concerned that potentially the team's going to be like, all right, we're done. We're done with him. We're just going to game plan around him. He's still going to be on the field. He's still going to be running routes. He's going to be running cardio routes, and they're going to get Pickens more involved. That's my fear, dude. And call it superstition, call it over analysis, whatever the fuck you want to call it, dude. I'm a little bit nervous. If you can potentially move him, that might be a good idea. Now, some counterpoints to that, addressing some of the potential counterpoints in the comments. Nobody really did well, right? None of the receivers. Pickens went 3 for 58. Deontay went 4 for 50, right? And Deontay actually had more targets. So yes, you can make that argument, but I will say, Diontae Johnson, just like his arrow seems to be pointing down. Like there were reports before the game that they want to get Pickens more involved, they want to get Warren more involved, and yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just a little bit nervous. I don't know what other counterpoints you guys, you freaking mouth breathers might have. I'll address them. Hit me up in the comments. I'll catch you guys in the next video, man. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you disagree. Maybe Diontae Johnson has already solidified himself and proven himself. Maybe he's a great locker room guy, a leader on the team, and that he's just frustrated, just wants to perform. That could be the case too, right? So let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you motherfuckers in the next video. Peace.